One of the two.
A little bit column A, a little column B.
Yeah, a little crazy, a little just reading what I see. What's up, everybody? Welcome out. It's another Thursday night OVF live stream. I am one of your hosts, as always, and one of the co-founders here of the OVF, Chris Celeste, with my partner in service, Mr. Liam Weissner. Unmute and say what's up, brother.
What's going on, guys? Happy to be here again, and looking forward to getting you guys going in your future.
Absolutely. And as you can see, as the title, I'm going to lower this mic. It's about to blow up or something. I don't know what's going on. But as you can see,
I said that's okay. You saw me knock my shit down. And so, yeah.
Yeah, you disappeared for a little bit. But as you can see in the title above my head, tonight is all about, we're going to talk to you about and share with you how to get the edge on your competition and dominate in any niche industry, regardless of your product or service. And we're going to share with you tonight why that is. We're going to share to you 3 main things that you could be doing to absolutely ensure that you have this edge and that you dominate. And we're also going to be talking to you always about some things that may be or may not be coming down the line and get you excited about success, about building a digital business, about what is possible for you as a veteran of the OVF inside of the digital industry. And so before we dive in, before we actually go into tonight's content, there's always a little bit of housekeeping we have to go through because this group is growing rapidly, as always. If you guys might have noticed, we're already at 1,200 members. So awesome. I want to welcome all the new members. Congratulations for joining us. We are super honored and grateful to have you among our ranks. And we really can't wait for you to dive in, receive the value, and start creating results in your life and business. So we got people pouring in, saying, what's up? What's up, David? A faithful team member, always in the chat, supporting you guys and helping out behind the scenes to make sure you guys are receiving the utmost value. Give him a hand in the chat for me, guys. Let David know what's up for him because he is a huge integral part of what we do. What's up, Tyler? Welcome out, dude. Good to see you. I know you've been in school here lately, so I haven't been able to have a real chat with you. Just been passing ships in the night, if you will, just seeing each other, but never actually talking. So cool to see you out, brother. Hope school's going well. Jeremy, brother, what is up? Man, dude's out there tearing it up right now. I saw you got your Homestead page up. I saw you got Anchor up. I didn't notice if you had YouTube up, but I see you're just tearing it up, man. Taking action. If you found your voice, we're so honored to have you here, dude. Just that's all it's all about, right? Is like you don't have to do the exact same things Liam and I do or anybody does inside this group. If it calls to your heart and there's a way we can support you in growing a digital business around it, we are here for you. And Jeremy is actually a perfect example of that. And we couldn't be more honored and grateful to have him here with us. Everything we do, he supports, and we support everything he does. And so it's absolutely amazing. And actually, some of the amazing collaborations that come from this group, just being veteran entrepreneurs together, locking arms, is now Lee Bunn, who's the guy behind all of our amazing swag that you see, is now partnering up with people like Brandy Mills and helping her, Brandy Miles, and helping her with her swag and her brand, and Jeremy as well, also getting some help behind the scenes, and I'm sure we'll be seeing some more of his stuff as well too. So awesome. And what's up, Brandy? Brandy's another integral part of the OVF team here, behind the scenes, making sure everyone's receiving that value. So definitely, if you guys see her in the chat, if she reaches out to you, definitely say what's up. Definitely take that seriously because she's here to help provide the utmost value to you guys here in the chat. So say what's up to her. We got Mike. What's up, Mike? Welcome out. Good to see you, brother. And here is my perfect opportunity to do some housekeeping. So as you can see here, if you do not give StreamYard permission in the post above, there will be a blue link at the very bottom. If you click on that and you give StreamYard permission, we'll be able to see your likeness, much like Jeremy, Brandy, Mike, and David, who we were just talking about before. Otherwise, we get to see Facebook user and this little gray face here. And although it's awesome to say what's going on, and we'd love to be like, hey, what's going on back? We just don't know who you are, and we'd love to interact with you directly. Like we always say, we didn't build a group for veterans so that we can talk to just anybody. We want to talk to veterans. And so Facebook user, give us permission so we can see who you are. Yep. Jeremy's ready. Brandy, what's up? Jeremy's ready to rock. And David's here. What's up? Awesome, awesome. So now that we got that little bit of housekeeping out of the way, let me know who's excited to dive into these three key principles, these three key, tactics, if you will, that you could be implementing and you should be implementing in your life and business, to really help yourself have that edge and dominate, to really get the results you're looking for, help even more people, make even more money, have even more fun, just like the post says. And we're actually going to dive right into those in just a minute. I see we have Facebook user is asking how to do that. So just really quickly, guys, if you need to give StreamYard permission, there's a blue link in the post above this video. It's at the very bottom of the actual written text. If you click on that and you follow the prompts, it will give StreamYard permission so that we can see you just like we can our good brother Jamie here and actually interact with you directly. So awesome, Jamie. Welcome out, brother. Great to have you. What's up, fam? Lee Bun, what's going on, brother? And we got Tyler again. Heck yeah, ready to start up next week. So Tyler is actually going to be kicking off his digital business next week. Let's give him a big round of applause for taking action and starting up his business. Super excited for you, brother. I know you've been sitting in the sidelines, just waiting, biting at the bit for your opportunity to really jump in. And I'm excited that's finally going to be happening for you next week, dude. Definitely cleared hot to come in. Awesome. So what are the three things that we're going to talk about here with you tonight that are going to allow you to have that edge, that are really going to set you apart from everyone else that you see on social media, showing up in your emails, on TV, in person, at the farmer's market, whoever it is? How are you going to show up different and get that edge? How are you going to stand above all the other noise inside of your niche, your industry? How do we do that? And I'm really, really excited. We're going to dive into three core things tonight that we personally use and teach all of our students, all of the people that we work with, so that they can also have that edge and excel. And so the very first one on the list here tonight that I want to share with you, it may come of no surprise to you that I'm going to say this, but it's research. Guys, type it in the comments for me right now. The very first thing that's going to set you apart and give you the edge is research. And I'm going to explain to you what that means, because it might not mean what you traditionally think it would mean. And so, yeah, research is taking the time to study up and gain knowledge on something, right? That is true, and that is going to stay the same regardless. That definition will remain. However, the application of that can be a little bit different. And I want to share with you tonight what that application can look like. And I want to share with you some pretty amazing stories of some veterans right here inside of the OVF who took action on this very concept and changed their entire business and their entire following online. And so the first thing I always want to share with you about research is the fact that most people believe that they need to research their product, that they have to be the absolute product expert, that they need to know the absolute ins and outs, A's to Z's of everything their product does and how it serves people. Same thing with service. People need to think that they know every single step of the process, how it all works, why it works, all these details, and they dive in and they do their research and they spend weeks, if not months, if not a year or so, becoming this subject matter expert and really figuring things out. And the whole time they're going broke, they're not making any money, they're not making any headway, they're not making any traction in their business, and they're wondering why. I'm taking the time, I'm becoming a master, I'm becoming the subject matter expert. Why am I not making any money? Well, because people don't care about your product or service. They don't care about the features. They don't care about anything else, but how does it serve them? And 90% of the people online today are not doing their research. And I know this because they're talking about themselves. They're talking about their products. They're talking about the amazing services they provide. but they don't understand how to tell the customer, the prospect, whatever they may be, how it's going to actually benefit them. But when we take the time to do customer research, and I'm going to give you guys a hack on this at the end here in just a second, but when we do the time to do customer research, we can actually speak to someone directly, speak to their pains, help them solve their problems, help them reach those desires, and actually help more people get there. Now, if you guys know what I'm talking about, drop a 1 in the comment. If you guys have ever been scrolling through Facebook or opened an email or watching a YouTube ad and it spoke to you and it stopped you from hitting that skip ad button, it stopped you from scrolling on, and it spoke to you. Have you ever experienced that? Drop a 1 in the comments for me if you've ever experienced that. Because guess what? That's a copywriter, which is someone who does the written and spoken words behind advertisements, who has done their research. And they don't talk about the product. If you notice in a lot of these things, they're talking about the amazing experiences, the emotional attachments, the things that it's taking away and relieving, the pains it's taking away. It's the people that do that level of research. And we're getting a lot of 1s dropping in. A 1, 1, 1. So you guys, you know what I'm talking about. You've experienced this edge. You've experienced how these other companies are out there leveraging this to dominate, to speak directly to their customer, to make sure that their customer feels heard and understood. They do it through research. And I just want to share with you really quickly an example. Sorry, I got distracted by the comments there for a second. A lot of 1s just flying in. And then we got emotions. Emotions pull the wallets right out of the pockets, 100%. And so I wanted to share with you, and I'm sure I'll have Liam unmute here in a second because he's one of the culprits here. I wouldn't say that, but one of the great examples. When I first met Liam, when I first met David, when I first met Sean and many other veterans inside of the OVF and veterans I met before that when I was doing private coaching and stuff. When I started working with them, they didn't understand the concept of speaking directly to one person yet. And so what they would do is they would go out there and they would share their affiliate link. They would share the promotion. They would share what the company was offering, their marketing materials and things like that. Regardless of what company it was or any of these things, a lot of affiliate companies offer these things for us to use. And so they're using them and they're leveraging them and they're not getting any traction. They're maybe getting a few likes, and most of those likes are people who are just being nice, just trying to click on it because they're friends and family and want to support you, but they're not actually going to buy anything from you. Or, you're sharing, you're trying to solve a problem or share a story, but the story and the problem are so general that no one feels like you're talking directly to them. And I'll tell you right now, I worked again with Liam, with David, with Sean, with Heather, with Brandy, with many others inside this group. And once we started working on sharing yourself authentically, matching the story of your life, the experience that you went through with the pain and the problem and the solution of someone else. And when you can speak through that filter and share through that lens, well, you know what? I'll also have Liam unmute and share with you guys what starts happening for anybody who does that. And if you guys, David, anybody else who's in the comments, share as well. What's been your experience since you've taken the time to do the research and understand your customer?
Yeah, so coming from a sales background, going online and using just text and everything like that was so difficult for me to transition. I don't know why. I think it could have been something to do with just overthinking the shit out of it. But because we all know that emotions sell, right? If someone isn't tied deeply to it in some kind of emotional way, they don't care. If they can't relate to you on a personal level, they don't give a shit. You don't mean anything to them until they care. So just sharing yourself was able to give me real connection to people. Brandy is a good example of me sharing myself. I shared myself, and that drew Brandy to join me. So yeah, it is unreal. It's night and day, the difference that you can have. Because me, I like to know how everything works. I need to know how everything works. Even if there's no, well, I thought there was a point to knowing how everything worked, but it really doesn't matter. Unless they can see the benefit for themselves and see themselves with the product or service in their world and seeing how it benefits them, it means jack shit. That's about as simple as I can make it.
And I mean, well said. And that's just, it's the truth of the matter. Is the minute that we change our mindset to, and I thought I saw a comment for it earlier. Let me see if I can find it again. Here it is. When you start to think like, what's in it for me, but not thinking selfishly about you, but your customer, that's when the real magic starts to happen. That's when you really start making an impact, helping people, making more money, and having more fun. Is when you start to think about, what's in it for them. What are they actually going to benefit? How are they emotionally attached to this? How are they going to feel once they are done making the purchase or have concluded with the transaction? What's that ultimate feeling that they're looking for? And if you can speak to that through your research, and the only way to know it is by going through your research and taking the time to do a couple of things. And I'm going to share with you a couple of ways to get this research and one major hack. So here we go. Number one thing you could do is download a couple of free tools. If you're using Google or YouTube, or you're promoting on anything that Google owns, which is YouTube, I highly recommend that you download a free tool, not download, but build an account so you can have a free tool of a thing called a Google Keyword Planner. I use it whenever I'm doing SEO on YouTube, whenever I am, looking for new tags or different things for my descriptions on my YouTube channel. It's a great way of knowing what people are searching for based on volume per month. And so it'll really help you understand kind of what people are actually looking for and key terms that they're actually searching to find them. Okay, that's step one. So you're actually going to understand what people are actually saying on these things, and then you can use the same verbiage and be searched and found faster. That's one. The second thing that I highly recommend that you can do is another free tool that I use almost daily in my business, is a thing called Facebook Audience Insights. And that's actually a free tool that you get when you build a Facebook business account. Anybody who runs paid ads on Facebook has to build one. And so it's a free tool that comes with that. And again, it's a great way that you can type in, a common interest of, say, hiking, and it will actually pull up other interests that are like that, things that are connected, commonly searched things, groups and things like that, pages, so that you can leverage those and speak to those and speak more directly to your customer. So these are some amazing tools that you can actually use. But here's the ultimate hack. Here's the ultimate thing that you could do to ensure that you can really speak directly to the person you want to talk to. Use yourself as the customer, right? I guarantee you, whatever you're selling, whatever your service is, whatever your business is built around, you also love to use, or have used in the past. And who better to leverage than your own beliefs, your own self, your own pains? Go back in your own life, go back in your own story. Think about where you were right before you experienced this product or service. What were you feeling? What drove you to ultimately take the opportunity or make the investment or buy the product? Like, what ultimately drove you to that? What were some things that held you back even too? These are going to be amazing research, like pieces of research for you to use and leverage out there in your business when you're talking to other people, marketing your business, getting eyeballs, conversions to sales. Research is going to be huge. And so again, you can leverage free tools, or you can use yourself, which is like the ultimate hack, right? You don't have to do a bunch of research. You just have to know yourself. You have to be able to be honest with yourself. What was I really feeling? What was I really going through? And then you just have to not give a fuck what other people think and post it. Because here's the problem. Most people think other people care about what they're writing, about what they're doing, but people don't care. People care more about what you think of them than what you're like than you are thinking about what they think of you. Okay? You're barely on their minds. Stop worrying about it. The one-off troll that's going to be posting on your story or trying to give you hell for sharing yourself on social media isn't even worth your time. Block them, delete them, move on. Share yourself, help the people you're looking to help. The best way to do that, share through research, knowing either yourself or through research. So the next one I want to share with you guys here tonight, and this one is huge. You know, we've probably talked about this one in detail in the past as well. And, you know, that's having a mission. Some people might call it a strong reason why, a passion. For us, it's a mission. You guys might understand. I mean, definitely being former military and being veterans. And you might be a bit like me, Liam, and many others that, you know, the minute we got out of the military and we didn't have a mission, felt kind of lost. We felt kind of purposeless, like a little bit of, I'm speaking for myself, a little bit of like a wasted meat suit, right? Just feeling like, hey, you know, what now? Like, if you guys have probably read that ad, you know, what now? It was a huge thing for me and Liam and many others. And so having a mission is going to be the next thing that's actually going to set you apart in your against your competition and dominate in your niche. And here's why. It's one thing to set goals. It's one thing to have a vision. You know, it's nice to have milestones and hit them and achievements and all that along the way. But when you look at people who are truly successful, who have long-lasting success, who are making massive impacts, helping thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people, and becoming household names for it, if you look at all of these people, whether they're actually becoming household names or just doing it in private and helping people, the key thing behind all of them is they have a mission. And a mission is simply a purpose that is bigger than any one person. Something that is a united front that everyone can get behind, that everyone can believe in, that everyone could charge forward and lead in, but it's benefiting the masses. And so, Liam, would you want to share a little bit about one of our very own OVF members who is doing this right now?
Yeah, Brandy came in the group. She lurked and stalked us for a while until she got to know us. And then finally she responded and we started talking about what she wanted to do. So we gave her little tasks to help her out. And eventually she was able to find her voice and her confidence. And she is on a mission to help every veteran she can become as successful as they can through her coaching. And it is amazing to watch the transformation that has become Brandy. She is a completely different person from when she started with us just a couple short months ago. So I love watching her grow. I know Chris does also. We're all collaborating, and that's the best part about what we do is, like Chris was saying earlier, our collaborations make what we're doing right here, right now, into something way more, way beyond what we ever thought it could have been. And that's because you guys are out there asking for our help. And in turn, we help each other and grow and expand and lift up the veteran community. And that's just what we have found our purpose for, is helping you guys. And through you guys, you help us uplift everyone else. So it is really beautiful.
Well said. And yeah, I mean, Brandy is an absolute amazing example of, you know, stepping up and taking the mission. You know, OVF is another example of a mission. of making something bigger than any one person, to create an entire army of post-military success in a digital world. Like, that is a huge mission, and it's something that we stand firmly behind and support and drive forward on every day. I mean, if you look around too, it's not just your for-profits that are out there that are doing it. You have amazing nonprofits out there that are doing the exact same thing, and a lot of them, it's all about the mission. You have many out there that help with saving the planet, saving the animals. You have many out there that help with homeless veterans, feeding veterans, Gold Star families. You have a lot of different nonprofits out there that it's all about the mission, and that is the driving force behind why they get so many donations. That's the driving force behind the impact they get to make. When you look at also at corporations, at big corporations, when they break it down to the most simplest reason why, and they turn that into their business mission statement, you get crazy companies like Google, Apple, Starbucks. I'm sure I could think of a few more. Walmart, that just set the precedent and broke the mold, right? And so how did they do it? Well, they understood their customer, they did their research, and then they had a mission that was big. It was immense. It was bigger than any one person on their original teams, or maybe just themselves if they were a solo startup, for them to quit, for them to ever give up, for them to ever not fulfill on and see it all the way through and complete the mission, right? And so one of the things that I have found to be absolutely amazing and a huge key to staying on mission and driving forward is making it bigger than yourself, like I was mentioning, but two, finding other like-minded people who want something similar and that their vision can fit inside of your mission, and then it evolves into something even bigger, even better, even more, that can impact even more people. I think that, again, to just reiterate on the collaborations that we have going on here just inside of OVF with other veteran entrepreneurs is a great example of that. Like-minded people coming together, working together, leveraging each other's businesses to help more people. The deep dive business breakthrough training, the value that we drop every week. We do this so that you, our like-minded people, could find the support, get the help you need, get the knowledge you need, get on mission, and help even more people, right? So we do all of this, one, because we love it, but two, because it helps. We know it helps our tribe, our people, also do it. And so we keep on doing it. I jump out of bed every morning because I'm excited that I get to mentor. Yeah, I love marketing. Yes, I'm probably never going to retire. It's an amazing job, and I love getting to do it. But you know what else I love getting to do? Watching other veterans take what I know and create success for themselves by using it, right? And that's what I've seen so many people come into the OVF and watch the live streams and not take action. And then I've watched other veterans come in and watch these live streams and take action. And they're the ones you hear us praising. They're the ones you hear us congratulating and celebrating. Because guess what? If you take what we know and what we share and you take action and you add action to that, amazing things can happen. Life-changing things can happen. But it really all comes down to finding like-minded people who you can relate to, understand, and want to work with, and then locking arms on a mission to create something amazing that's going to help your audience, your people, your tribe. So let's see what we got. We got some things dropping. I want to make sure we're not missing out on any questions or anything that's coming in. David found his mission here at the OVF. You absolutely did, brother. All right. Support and connections has made a difference. Absolutely. Sweet. All right. Well, this last one is number 3 for a reason. It's a big one. It's one that honestly has been the most life-changing one for me. I wouldn't know my mission. I wouldn't know about research. I would have never made a single dollar online without it. It is the end all be all for everyone I know who is successful, that allows them to hit the next level, absolutely blow their goals away and create success beyond their wildest dreams. It is one that a lot of people know about but overlook or think that they don't need. And I'll tell you from my own personal experience here in just a minute, that's absolutely untrue. And so, what is the third and final thing we want to share with you here tonight when it comes to giving yourself an edge and really dominating inside of your business? And so, the last thing we want to share with you here tonight is mentorship. It's finding yourself someone who has exactly what you're looking to achieve, the exact results you're looking to get, and then you leverage their knowledge, their expertise, their mentorship to achieve it. And so I wanted to share with you guys a quick story. If you're new here, this is definitely going to be a treat for you. If not, you might have heard a piece of this before in the past. But when I first got started inside of business, not online marketing, but business, I started a mobile auto glass company with my best friend. And I was very fortunate, PTSD for me back then. We were battling it out every day, and it was more days than not I was losing. And so it was nice that I could still own a business. I was very grateful that I could own a business and not have to actually interact with anybody besides my best friend, right? I got to do the office stuff. The problem is, much like a lot of the veterans that we help, a lot of the people that we work with, I had no business experience. I had no college education. I had no business being in business. But you know what? I'm a soldier. I know what it's like to get in the trenches, get dirty, do what it takes to learn, to get it done, to accomplish a mission, just like everybody else on this call knows. And so I went for it. I had support. My wife, my best friend, they definitely gave me that extra support I needed to feel confident to go do it, but I did it. And guess what? It was one of the most trying, laborsome, and rewarding years of my life. But I went at it by myself in the trenches, searching Google, learning everything in the ins and outs. And guess what? I was very fortunate that we were able to make a little over $100,000 our first year. But guess what? We could have made over $1 million. We left multiple six figures on the table because of my inexperience, because I didn't know better, because of the simple mistakes I could have avoided, but never knew better to do so. And so I had to fall on my face. I had to take the growing pains. I had to learn the hard way because I didn't know of somebody who had what I wanted. And I didn't know to even leverage them if I did just yet. And so it wasn't until I actually reached out to the very first person about mentorship, and it was a fellow business owner here in Arizona. He owns the largest exterior power washing and cleaning company here in Arizona. And I reached out to him and I said, hey, listen, Autoglass is doing pretty well. Do you have any advice for me? I know I'm hitting a wall. We did better than we thought we were going to do, but I'm watching other companies absolutely crush it. We're losing customers to them. How do we get better? And he said to me, he said, Chris, are you reading? And I was like, no, I'm not. And that was the first time someone handed me Think and Grow Rich. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of that book. It's actually down in the GIF bonus book section, but it's written in the 1930s, 1920s, World War II era, still very relevant to this day. There's some amazing things in there. And anyway, but it opened my mind to mentorship, to business building, to leveraging assets and resources, not having to do it on my own. There's a chapter in there about Henry Ford. If you guys know what I'm talking about, type Ford in the comments, where he gets taken to court he's on trial for being incompetent, too incompetent to own his own company. And they have him on trial, and they're hammering him with these questions left and right, and the cross-examining him and just hitting him and hitting him and hitting him. And finally, Ford's like, are you guys done? He was like, this is a waste of everyone's time. He's like, I didn't get to where I am by knowing every answer. I have a freaking box on my desk. I have to hit one button. And within a minute, I will have someone in my office with that answer for me. He doesn't have to know it all. He can leverage other people. And it just opened my mind to like the crazy amount of things that I wasn't even leveraging or using or even open to. Not even a year later, I switched, or not even a year after that experience, which was 2 years into auto glass, I switched careers, went online. 4 months later, went full-time, started making well over 5 figures a month, cleaning out over $250,000 that first year. I'm well over a half now. And all of that would have never been possible. The quick success, the long-lasting success, all of that would have never been possible if I didn't invest in a mentor. I invested a significant amount of money, talking over $10,000 in that first mentor. It was worth it. I didn't have the money. I had to take a loan from my sister, or borrow money from my sister for a down payment, take a loan from the bank. I had to do all sorts of things to do that. But it changed my life. I had so much skin in the game, there was no way I wasn't succeeding. And so I did. And I've been routinely investing at least $10,000 a year into myself, my education, my skills, in the form of mentorship. Usually comes with a course, some sort of education, which is great. I love going back and rewatching that stuff. But the real value, the real life-changing experiences come from being able to jump on a call with somebody who has more knowledge than me. Being able to actually reach out and talk to somebody when you need the answer and get it so you can leverage it. That's what mentorship did for me. And I wanted to share with you guys, I'm not the only one. There are many people inside of OVF who leverage myself as a mentor and other mentors who do really well for themselves because of it. If you guys have ever used a mentor before, if you've ever leveraged a mentor and had that benefit you, share it in the comments real quick. Let's hear your experience. Let's hear how a mentor has shaped your life. If that mentor happens to be me and Liam, share it. I would love for the other OVF veterans, especially our newest members. Guys, we are growing rapidly. We are always having new members. Let them hear your experience. Let them hear what we've done for you. Let them experience it and go through it too, so they can start leveraging these assets, so they can start building a better, brighter future. Okay? Let's hear it in the comments. But before I start sharing those stories, I want to share one more with you guys. In the world of online marketing, in the world of business, if you guys have been an entrepreneur for a little while, you know you have plenty of friends who are also entrepreneurs who struggle. And regardless, we all have our time that we come to these realizations and we find mentorship and we do these things and we take the final action that we were holding ourselves back from and we finally see success. It always happens, right? When we're ready, unless we quit and then we never see it. That's the only way to fail. But I had two really good friends. Actually, when I was first coming up, these guys were mentors inside of a company, that same company I spent over $10,000 to be a part of. These guys were already seeing success, and they were actually trainers inside that company. And they actually live here in Arizona, so we ended up becoming pretty close and hung out outside of the business world, getting drinks, having dinners, things like that. And so these guys were doing really well for themselves. And you're talking anywhere from $20,000 to $30,000 a month consecutively, consistently, churning it like butter, no problem. But they hit a wall. They were making this $20,000, $30,000 for like a year, almost 2 years, I think it was. And they couldn't increase their income. They couldn't figure out what they were doing wrong. They couldn't figure out why they had hit this glass ceiling and they weren't able to break through it. And so they finally decided to invest, I think it was actually $50,000, into a high-level mastermind. A little bit different than mentoring. They meet in person like twice a year in a couple of different coaching sessions, things like that. Anyway, they invested in this. They went from making $20,000 a month to, in 6 months, making over $500,000 a month to, by the end of the year, clearing $800,000 a month. And for the first time in their lives, they now own a multi-million-dollar company. They ran it for 2 years at a multiple six-figure level. And in 1 year, with proper mentorship, with leveraging the things that most people choose not to or avoid, or just think they can do it better or faster, which usually never happens, they absolutely blew up that business. Now, I've watched them not only do that, but go on to help many other people do exactly the same thing. And that's what's absolutely amazing is that, yeah, it's great when one person can do it, but it's absolutely beautiful. And I want to get on top of every mountain, skyscraper, and megaphone I can get to share with everybody when I can see it duplicated. When I can see that not just the one-offs can do it, but everybody can do it. And that's why Liam and I are so passionate about digital marketing, digital sales, and the digital industry. It's because if I can do it, you can definitely do it. And I know a lot of people who never thought they could do it, who are absolutely killing it in this industry. And you're not kidding, Jeremy. That's a damn statement. Like that. There's people out there crushing it, and there's people out there struggling. And you know what the big difference is? The three things we talked about here tonight. People who are struggling aren't taking the time to dive in and do the research to understand who they're helping, how they're helping them, and how that actually benefits that person. They're not taking the time to lock themselves into a mission, to make their business, their calling, bigger than themselves. It's one thing to go out there, sell a product, and make money, guys, but if all you're doing is chasing money, you're never going to push yourself to where you want to go. And if you do, when you get there, it's going to feel real hollow. So, the mission is a huge thing. And then finally, I'm a great example. Amazing people inside of this community. And like I told you, my good friends Landon and Stapes are amazing examples of what can happen when you invest in the knowledge, the skills, and the experience that you're lacking to get yourself where you want to go that much faster, that much more effortlessly, and having that much more fun. So, Liam, do you have anything you want to add quickly on the mentorship before we share a couple of things?
Yeah, I've had numerous mentors in my life, and each mentor has gotten me so far. And it's not like it's hard to put into words. It's not like I'm trying to say that their stuff wasn't great or anything like that. It's just I need to find a new mentor to get me to that next level. They could only get me so far. So I've had my father, obviously. Anyone who has family has had a mentor, right? In the military, there was a lot of mentors there. And then when I got into the sales world a few years ago, Stefan Alexandre was and still is a big mentor. But Chris is my mentor for the digital marketing, and he's brought me to a whole nother level. And we came together with this passion project of ours to bring this to all of you guys. Because if we're searching for it, then everyone else is searching for it too. So just because we looked for it at one point, we knew that we could help other people that had the same like mind, that are a few steps below us and just need that help and lift up to where we are. So that's why we do what we do. And that's the benefit of having a mentor. And don't be stubborn like I was when I was first getting advice. I was like, yeah, in 1 ear, out the other. Yeah, I got it. I can do it better. And take the advice they're giving you, because they're giving you the shortcuts to the better you.
I think very well said. And if I could add anything to it, it would just be to borrow someone else's words and say that, shoot, I just lost my train of thought. Let's see if it'll come back. Get back on the rails. What were you just talking about, brother?
Not being stubborn and listening to the advice. You got it?
Yep.
Okay.
So to borrow the words again, your best thinking has gotten you where you are today. So you reached out for help for a reason. You understand that you're limited, and so you're reaching out for that help because you're looking to get that edge, because you're looking to get that knowledge. Don't do like I've done in the past, and like Liam just said he's done in the past, where you request that mentorship, you request that knowledge, and then you don't do anything with it. Or better yet, you get it and then you just decide you know better. Like, here's the thing: if you knew better, you would already be implementing it and you already would have the results you're looking for. The fact of the matter is you don't know better. So it's time to leverage people who do, so that you can get where you want to go and not have to take a million years to get there. I know for me personally, my impact, my mission, what we're trying to do here, Liam and I and many others, is just too big for anyone to have to wait on me to be ready. I take action, I invest, and I find ways to make myself better at an accelerated level, accelerated rate, if you will, to make sure that even more veterans can be helped. If I don't do that, then I can't help people on a level that I'm looking to help. And so I invest in mentors. I highly advise you guys to do the same. And again, do your research, have a mission, and get a mentor. And they will absolutely give you the edge over your competition and help you dominate any niche in any industry, regardless of your product, regardless of your service. You can do these things. You will absolutely ensure that you can succeed. And so there are a couple other things we just want to go ahead, Liam. You have something you want to add?
Yeah, I was going to say, knowledge isn't power. What is it, Chris?
Knowledge that is acted upon. So that's a good point. The equation that we were brought up on is incomplete, right? We were all raised that knowledge was power. But here's the thing: you can be the most knowledgeable person in the world, but if you never use that knowledge, then what good was it? Right? Right. Think about it this way: if you could cure cancer, but you never told a soul, then you didn't cure cancer. It doesn't mean anything. You might as well never even known it. Right? So definitely take action. I always want to remind you guys, the OVF was built to help you guys. Liam and I, our lives are dedicated to mentoring, helping veterans build digital success using digital marketing, digital sales inside the digital industry. You guys, you have an amazing list of resources already available for you at your disposal inside our unit section. The books that we're talking about are there's PDF free versions available in the free book section. You have the business breakthrough training, which is our free gift that we give you, 2-hour deep dive. We have well over a day's worth of content in regular just recordings and different value drops and different subjects for you to dive in, learn from, gain from. I highly suggest that you're reading every day, that you're taking in some sort of positive audio, whether it's an interview, podcast, audio book. Just be bringing in good, positive, knowledge-based learning into your body, into yourself, and that will be an amazing start to actually building yourself up. But again, the only thing that's going to allow you to really accelerate this process, to really start seeing the results you're looking for, I have found to be, and many others have found to be, investing in a mentor. Getting somebody who's willing to share with you exactly what to do to get exactly where you want to go, because they already have done it. And so we got some things coming in. Best knowledge is shared knowledge, applicable knowledge. Brandy says, we believe in all of you. Absolutely, we do. Jeremy saying, you got to act. Absolutely, brother. If you haven't taken the business breakthrough, David has dropped it into the comments for you guys. All you got to do is click the link and you'll be able to drop right into the business breakthrough. If you are watching this on YouTube, you will not be able to access that. It's available only inside of our private group. It will say video unavailable to you. However, if you are not yet a member of the OVF and you are a veteran entrepreneur, all you have to do is request to join, fill out the questions. You'll be instantly qualified, given access, and then you'll be able to watch that video as many times as you'd like. But again, we're streaming in 3 different places right now. So if you're not watching this inside of the OVF group, you will not have access to that training. But again, as a veteran, as an entrepreneur, all you got to do is request access. We'd be glad to have you, add you to the ranks of this amazingly growing group, and help you create more success for yourselves. So 2 things I want to share with you guys, and I want to leave you always with a quick reminder. But the first thing I want to share with you guys is, we mentioned the business breakthrough, right? The 2-hour deep dive. Well, that business breakthrough was something that we did weekend breakouts on last year. And so what we would do is we would take anywhere from, roughly 30 people, and that would be our cap, was what we would say back then. And we would take as many that would want to be show up. It's free training, and dive into business, dive into marketing, dive into product, messaging, customers. Like, we would dive into it all, and even give you tactical, actionable steps that you could do consistently online, both organic and paid, that could absolutely explode your business. And so what we want to do for you guys, as we mentioned, we're going to be doing plenty of weekend breakout sessions here in 2021. And the first one is coming around the corner really quickly. So keep your eyes out on the group for the post, for the announcement. Make sure that you get yourself signed up ASAP. Again, it's going to be a free training to all who want to attend. We will let you know the topic and everything that's going to be going into it. So keep your eyes open for that. It's going to be coming very soon. The second thing I wanted to share with you guys here tonight is that regardless of the business you want to start, regardless of the industry you want to be in, again, the topic here tonight, it doesn't matter. Dominate anyway. Get that edge anyway. And so we're always working behind the scenes to think of ways to make that happen for you, to give you even an extra step, extra value, always looking to over deliver, if you will. And so what we are tossing around, and I want to get your feedback, is that we're talking about doing a business jumpstart challenge. And what that would be is there would be a daily assignment that you would do consecutively over either 30 or 90 days. We haven't decided yet. That you would have to perform these actions every day, check them off, mark yourself accountable, hold yourself disciplined to it. And if you do, and you complete it, not only will you absolutely jumpstart your business, because these are the things that you move the needle forward and create profits for businesses, but we will reward you with an amazing prize for completing the challenge. Now, I want to be very clear that this particular challenge, we are throwing around the idea of doing a $50 deposit, which means, and I want to be very clear about this, if you were to participate, you would put $50 down to be a part of the challenge. That $50 would come back to you in full when you completed the challenge. We don't take a single cent. It's just holding you accountable, giving you some skin in the game. We know for a fact, doing this long enough, that it's those who have skin in the game that absolutely excel, that get the biggest results the quickest, that truly take this thing seriously. And so again, you get it back at the end as long as you hold yourself accountable to what you agreed upon. If for whatever reason you miss a day, if for whatever reason you do not accomplish the things you're supposed to do, then that money will be forfeit. It will go into the OVF charity fund, and we will donate all of the losing refunds to a charity. So I want you guys to know, here at OVF, we're always looking for ways to give back, to help more veterans, to do things. We make plenty of money using the same exact skills we teach. It's not about, making tons of money off of the OVF group. It's about truly giving back, helping you guys the way we can. So I think the best way to do that is to make it a deposit that's fully refunded to you if you accomplish it. However, if you don't, you fully forfeit that money, and that money will go to a charity. So just some ideas that we're tossing around. Let us know in the comments what you guys are thinking about that. If you guys would be in, drop jumpstart into the comments for us. Let us know you'd be excited to do a challenge like that. Again, simple $50 buy-in to really jumpstart your business over a month or 3-month period of time that would then allow you to not only win a really cool prize at the end, but literally have a fully thriving, running, income-producing business and things that you should be doing anyway. And so I think it's really going to be the best way for, like Jeremy says, for everyone to win-win, to make it a win for everybody. And so we're really excited, guys. We love providing you guys value. We love jumping on here, sharing our minds, sharing our insights, sharing what we know. And I know I can speak for Liam. We really love it when we get a chance to talk to you guys more one-on-one, to really connect with you guys inside of Messenger or on our game plan calls, or, just a quick shoot shot of a message that you guys shoot us. We love it. And, that's really what we like, why we do what we do, is to help you. And so the last thing I want to leave you guys with before I let Liam, or not let Liam, but give the mic over to Liam so he can close it out for us. Words are important. Make sure you choose the right ones. Guys, we're here to help you. At the end of the day, you joined OVF because you want to create a better life for yourself, right? We're here to help create a better, brighter future. The way we know how to do that is through a digital business. What digital business? We don't care, right? Whatever you want, whatever you're passionate about. If you want to sell wool, we'll help you sell wool. This is an example, but it's whatever. You want to master the service of teaching underwater basket weaving, we'll help you advertise that. Because here's the thing. No matter what you want to do, no matter what impact you want to make on the world, product, service, cause, mission, if to stick with it, there is a way to create a digital presence, to get digital attention, which we all know is where all the attention is, and to create revenue and turn whatever that is into an income producing digital business. And we can show you how to automate it so that once you build it, it's running in the background for you 24/7, 365, never messing up, never getting sick, never missing their lines, just out there providing value, doing all that telling, selling, and sharing for you on your behalf. And then you get to focus on the things that you really love to do, like actually connecting with people. I know I'm just speaking from my own heart here. Actually getting to get on, a call with somebody and providing that service, or reaching out and seeing how that product or service is doing for them. Actually taking care of your customers, spending less time running your business and actually more time spending helping your customers. I don't know about you guys, but I think that's absolutely one of the best ways to be fulfilled, is to have your business running, earning, helping people, and then you actually get to focus on the fun stuff in your business, the things that you enjoy to do. And so we can help you do that, but we can't help you do that unless you reach up to be pulled up. And so what I want you to do right now, if you want to get on a free game plan call with me, if you want to find out how we can help you, if you want to figure out how to launch the business idea in your brain, if you want to figure out how to make more income in your existing business, if you want to find out how to make the dang first dollar in your business, or all the way up to $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, $50,000 a month, I want you to write up in the comments right now. One of the OVF team will reach out to you. We'll figure out how to best serve you. We'll get you that customized game plan. We'll get you moving forward, and we'll add you to the amazing roster and ranks of OVF success that we get to spotlight and share. And that's the one last thing I'll leave you guys with, is keep your eyes open, because we are going to be spotlighting a heck of a lot more veteran success. You guys have been out there taking action, crushing it, taking advantage of our trainings and our resources, reaching out and reaching up to be pulled up. And we can't be more excited to start highlighting and celebrating even more of you guys' success. With that being said, I've got nothing else for you. Liam, take it away, brother. Thank you all.
Yes, thank you all. I am so grateful to be a part of this and helping each and every one of you. I know we've touched a lot of lives already since we've started the OVF. And I just want to let you guys know I'm grateful, because you guys have touched my heart and my life also. And I'm going to be forever grateful to each and every one of you. I want to know if you guys really received the value here tonight and want to support the OVF and look good doing it. Get one of the hats. We just dropped new t-shirts, and we will not see a cent of this money. This money will go to a veteran charity. It is not going to us. The one we're supporting right now is Paws of War. This will change in the future. We want to spread the love around to all the different veteran charities that we can. So go to the unit section, check out the swag, and just contribute to help your fellow veterans. And then you can look as good as we do. Thank you all, and good night.
Have a great night, everybody. Same time next Thursday. We'll be here yet again, provide you value. Definitely keep your eyes on the group. And until then, peace.